Hello everybody, welcome back to Cook with Sunsa. Today's recipe is this vanilla sponge cake. So let's do it. For the vanilla sponge cake, we're gonna need 4 eggs, and in this 4 eggs we must separate the yolks from the whites. In the yolks we must add 1 cup of flour, and then we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. After adding the sugar, we must add half a cup of oil, and then after adding the oil, we can add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. The oil can be any type of oil, either olive oil or a sunflower oil. I use sunflower oil. And then we're going to add a pinch of salt and half cup of milk, normal milk. With the electric mixer, we must whisk the egg whites until it gets stiff and peak in form. It must be nicely whisked. We must whisk until it gets fluffy and stiff, and when we turn, the bowl is not gonna drop the egg whites. It's gonna be peak in form. Once the egg whites are done, we must start to whisk the egg yolks with all the mixture we put, all the flour, everything that we put in the egg yolks. We just whisk all this until nicely incorporated. Once this is all nicely incorporated, we just have to off the mixer, and then it's time to add the baking powder. So here all is nicely whisked. So we're gonna add now the baking powder. We're gonna add around 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now to mix all this, we're not gonna need the electric mixer. We're just gonna mix all this with a spatula. We just have to give a good mix with our spatula to this mixture, and then it's time to add the egg whites. We're gonna incorporate half of the egg whites in the batter. We just have to give a good mix of this, and then this batter we just gonna drop in the other half of the egg whites. So here we are dropping the batter into the other half of the egg whites, and now we're gonna incorporate all this nicely until nicely mixed. Once all nicely mixed, we just have to add this in our baking tray. You don't need to grease the baking tray, you just keep it normal because this is a sponge cake, it's not gonna stick in the tray. After adding our batter, it's time to go to the oven. So it goes into the oven for 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Once done, we must turn the cake upside down on a grill and let it cool. And once it's cool, we can unmold the cake. We just have to unmold the cake in a tray, and then we cut our squares the way we like it. I cut small squares, and then it's time to enjoy this lovely fluffy vanilla chiffon cake. So fluffy, as you can see here, and spongy. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.